Hi team, this is AJ with Trading Trainer on the evening of Tuesday, August 24th with your Trading Trainer Daily Insights. What we're going to do here is take a look at the broad market by taking a look at representative indexes of our watch list, namely the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the Nasdaq Composite Index, and the S&P 500 Index. We're also going to take a look at the New York Stock Exchange Composite Index and the VIX Volatility Index. But before looking at any charts, team, I'm actually going to log into the Trading Trainer Learning Community web portal by going to login.tradingtrainer.com. And once we've logged into the Learning Community web portal, team, I'm going to ask that you go right to Daily Insights. I'm going to ask that you click on our Recommendations sub-tab. Go there, take a look at the recommendations for tomorrow's trading. Also, you're going to find the audio commentary there for this Daily Insights. Go ahead and listen to it and pay special close attention to the opening and closing comments. In the meantime, for this particular broad market analysis of this Charts of Interest video series, I'm going to click on Index Stats. All right, team. The industrials shown by the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 1.32% on heavy mixed average volume. Our tech stocks shown by our Nasdaq Composite Index dropped 1.66% on heavy mixed average volume. And our large cap shown by our S&P 500 index dropped 1.45%. Moving on to our secondary indexes, our 100 best stocks out there shown by the S&P 100 dropped 1.43%. Our mid cap shown by the S&P 400 dropped 1.55%. And our small caps shown by the S&P 600 and the Russell 2000, two different perspectives on small caps, dropped 1.01 and 1.16% respectively. Our New York Stock Exchange Composite Index dropped 1.53%. Volatility shot up 7.01% to 27.46. Gold fell 1.19, oil 1.71%. Moving on to our watch list tool. Neither our covered call writing K&A filter nor our option trading K&A filter identified any picks today, which is a bearish signal. Going on to our daily picks report generation tool. We'll go ahead and take a look at volume and trends a little bit closer with respect to our indexes. So volume was definitely up compared to yesterday. It's about the same, slightly higher than the 50 days, slightly lower than the 200 days. Oscillators very much down. Short duration trends are starting to appear bearish. Long duration trends are neutral. Backing this up and applying our templates to those same indexes to get a qualitative idea of what's going on. No long-term trends in the bearish direction. Short-term trends are definitely bearish. And as you can see here with the bar counter going to zero very many places across the board, we actually broke down out through our lower Bollinger Band, meaning that we're not moving horizontally anymore. We're moving very much bearish. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our charts. Now in our charting tool here, we're going to use our user template because I got some simple moving averages already built in there. And then we'll come on down to the Dow. Okay, now that we've got the Dow loaded in, we'll go ahead and expand this to full screen so you can take a look. And let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. We really went down today. We got a notice about housing, and it was very bad, and that sent the market down. Price volume was up. We're clearly got the 50 and the 30-day trending down. 200 is still trending up. 7-day is clearly below both of them. Price definitely, if we take a look at our notes here, we can see here that the short support was at 10,200. You can see that our high never even made it above that. So it's time for us to re-evaluate what support and resistance is with respect to the Dow. And I think that we're just going to drop it down to 10,000 and 10,200. 10,000 is a very psychological level. And you'll notice as well our low even went below 10,000. We'll go ahead and put 10,000 and 10,200. We'll get rid of this message about closing below support. We know that the 7-day is now below the 50. The 30 is trending clearly down. It's about to head on back towards the 50. Otherwise, we're good here. And we're going to go ahead and call this now neutral. Bearish. All right, let's move on to the Nasdaq. Okay, so the Nasdaq actually gapped down on open. If we take a look at the Nasdaq picture, 2,180. Listen, the high was 2,144. So it's time for us again to reevaluate what the heck's going on here with support and resistance. I think 2,100 is a clear number, and we'll go up here to 2,160. So that's a big jump down. It's almost like it gapped down. The 7 is definitely not above any of those. The 30 is coming down, trending down, trending down, trending up. Good. Let's go on to the S&P 500. All right, so the S&P 500 did the same as the other particular candidates here. We're going to go ahead and trade this to neutral bearish today. We're going to go ahead and take a look at 10,070 being our support, and we look over here at our high. We didn't even get a high above 10,070, so support is no longer where we're at. We'll go ahead down to 10,050, and I think that we'll put 10,070 as our level of resistance. Everything else looks to be good. Let's go on with the New York Stock Exchange Composite Index. Look at that, flat. Down, down, down. Neutral bearish for sure. And then let's go on and take a look at our volatility index. Shot up there. Whenever the market sells off, traders get a little bit on the worried side. That's now 27.46. Up 7.01%. Overall trading bias is now going to be neutral bearish. And we'll say that this is a trend reversal down. The key here, team, is that the investors and traders alike were waiting for some news. That's why we saw such light volume. They were waiting for some sort of news they could stick their teeth into. And today's housing report, being as dour as it was just what they needed to hear in order for them to sell off. So just to cap off this particular video, let's go on back to our daily insights, and we'll go back to our index stats. And you'll see here we changed our trading bias to neutral bearish. Neutral bearish. All right, that's all I've got for you. Please take care.